boy. Uh, Atlanta is in some shit. Um, for those who don't know, uh, Thug went on a spree of just talking, and the jail calls are out. They've been coming out since September 1st down there. I feel like it's strategic. I don't know what's going on. Um, but it's almost like it seemed like a setup because it's like all of the stuff coming out, and then he was just replying to what's happening. You know, he's responding to shit. Then he come out with a song where he's talking about some of his co-defendants, right, in his case were rats. Now, look, I don't know if that messes up what's going on with his probation. I don't know if it messes that up, but this don't seem strategic to y'all. Like they let him out, they put out this, and then he go to talking and da da da, and now they got evidence to toss his ass back in jail. Is that the setup? Maybe I'm reaching. Oh no. But yeah, my mental was good. I don't know about them. I don't know about those people. But outside of that, man, it's just football. You know, week 2 of college football didn't disappoint. You know, and if you're from Florida, the big news is USF knocked off the Florida Gators, and that made me feel pretty good. That made me feel great. Because first of all, right, I like the kid DJ Lagway, but it just seemed like something's a little off. The Bucks took over Atlanta. That's funny, but fans. Wow. That's crazy. Tampa lit. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy, dog. Let me go ahead and let me go ahead and start tapping into this content. Okay. Why is an art war with Sabrina Carpenter? What's that about? I mean, yes, you're an artist. I forgot about that he does more than hip hop. I thought you just did hip hop for a while, but it's cool. DCU. I say give it up. DCU got to give it up, bro. But the Titans are going to get better. You know, they got that young and that quarterback. It's not bad. The game of the year is not what you think. What? Chris Angel's scary obsession with David Blaine. David Blaine is that dude. I ain't gonna lie. But I heard Chris Angels was doing fake stunts.
Welcome to New York. We're all just here trying to make it.
Let's be real, honey. Not everybody made it.
What started at
That was a deep ass voice. That threw me. Yeah. Okay, come on. You talk about David Blaine.
What started as a professional rivalry over who the best magician was turned into an all-out obsession when Chris Angel realized he was living in the shadow of David Blaine. On radio shows and in interviews, Chris was always quick to throw shade at David.
You know what's kind of funny is like, David Blaine, which, I give him a lot of credit for what he's doing, but is known because of who he dates. I want to be known for what I do.
What the nobody gave a fuck who David Blaine was with.
Chris even dedicated an entire television segment to mocking Blaine. using a full hair and makeup team to transform himself into his arch nemesis to sell the joke. Years of tension kept building until Chris finally decided to confront David face to face backstage, and Blaine's response was more brutal than anything Chris Angel could have imagined. David Blaine had a vision for magic that nobody else did at the time. Most magicians relied heavily on visual spectacles, big sets, elaborate props, flashy costumes, and exaggerated theatrics designed to overwhelm the audience. David did the opposite. He wore plain clothes, was emotionless in the face, and gave small, focused crowds of people magic on the street for free. Stephen Chow, a former Fox executive who was chosen to produce Mr. Blaine's special, put it this way: "He's the only magician I've seen who wasn't a geek." Blaine's approach made every trick feel personal and more real. It wasn't happening on a stage far away, it was happening right in front of your face. He famously said in 19...
See, that one right there fucked me up. I'll be honest. When I first seen that one, I've never seen a nigga. God, I gotta use correct grammar. Sorry. I have never seen a man, right, spit somebody else's tooth back in their mouth after ripping it off. That's not even, I don't even know if you call that magic. That's weird, nigga. Hold on.
1997, the reason for magic is to enlighten people or make them happy, or let them forget their problems for 2 minutes. David's style and his mindset were authentically humble, and it made him stand out. He walked around New York City filming himself performing tricks for regular people and tried to pitch it to television networks. ABC executives decided to take a chance on him, and it paid off. David Blaine's street magic was packed with tricks and illusions, like when Blaine twisted his hand around several times in front of a licensed doctor outside a local hospital.
This way, facing towards you. The other way. Turn to the left. Yeah, more to the left. Twist it so it's straight. All right, now move your foot back a little bit so you can see this. Okay. Twist your hand inwards a little bit. Like this. Go ahead. Okay. Inwards, a little bit, slowly. A little bit more. Right. Here's where it starts to get painful. With your left hand, could you grab my right hand? My fingers?
With my left hand?
Yeah, grab my fingers and twist them a little bit more. Okay. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. Ow. Keep going. A little bit more.
Right?
Yeah, keep going. Ow. No. No, keep going. Keep pushing. Keep going. Yeah. I want to keep going.
Hey, David,
keep going. No, keep going. Keep going. You hear that crack?
The show became a resounding success.
No. See, I ain't even gonna keep going. Ain't nobody fucking with David Blaine. I can understand, if magic is your thing and if y'all started at the same time and then he just started to get a little bit better, then he got way better, and then he was just like astronomically better. So it's just, I don't know, nigga. Leave that man alone. What the I don't know. The more you try to compete, the worse it looks for Chris Angel. God, I gotta finish it. Oh, man.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Bit more.
He was successfully completing his mission of making magic accessible to as many people as possible, and in doing so, he actually made it cool to a mainstream audience. Now, there was another magician called Chris Angel who had actually been trying to make magic look cool for years, but the harder he tried, the more it started to work against him. But before we dive deeper, football is back, and there's never been a better time to check
it is
right as they happen. Popular, a lot like Blaine. Chris Angel had been doing magic longer than David Blaine, but was less popular. A lot like Blaine, Chris spent most of his early magic career performing for small audiences, but he genuinely felt like a career magician by the age of 14, performing at small birthday parties and entertaining guests at a Long Island restaurant. But his initial motivation to do magic tricks for others wasn't exactly as humble as David's. "I felt this incredible sense of power that an adult didn't understand how it worked, but I did." In 1987, he launched a public access magic show called Hot Kicks. 20-year-old Chris looked and dressed like a Guns N' Roses tour groupie. In 1994, Angel made his primetime television debut in the ABC 1-hour...
Called his ass a groupie. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, man. This I guess this is what be yourself mean right here. I guess that's where it starts.
special, Secrets. Through the mid to late 90s, Chris appeared on various television specials and talk shows, using these spots to showcase his edgy, rock-influenced take on magic. He leaned heavily into the dark magician image. Gothic leather clothing and heavy metal soundtracks complemented the grungy aesthetic of the 90s.
I thought magicians were very cheesy, quite honestly. I was much more about the generation of MTV, you know, Zeppelin and, you know, some of the 80s bands and, you know, music and that culture and that vibe and that energy that you got from it. And
The fuck is he, a millennial, right?
magicians weren't doing that.
Now, there was no structured career path to being a successful magician. Unlike musicians or actors, magicians didn't have a thriving mainstream pipeline. There were no Netflix specials, no social media clips to go viral overnight, and TV networks only greenlit magic shows sparingly. If you weren't already a big-name magician, such as Copperfield or Penn and Teller, you had to get extremely creative to market yourself and make money. And for someone like Chris, who basically wanted to be the first rock star magician, the market was even narrower. Despite the odds being stacked against him, Chris had an incredible drive. He was well into his 30s, still fully dedicated to making this dream into a career. Meanwhile, David Blaine rapidly passed him in popularity. Blaine's ABC show made him a household name, and he quickly shifted from simple card tricks to unbelievable endurance stunts that
Even these stunts was freaking me the fuck out. I feel, is that what magic's supposed to do? It's supposed to make you uncomfortable? Cause if so, this nigga David is like no other.
blurred the line between illusion and human survival. Unlike a magic trick where you know there's some secret method behind the illusion, Blaine's endurance feats felt brutally real. Although certain precautions are set to ensure that he doesn't die, there's no obvious trick to things like being buried alive, which is a stunt Blaine dedicated to his idol, Harry Houdini, who was buried 6 feet underground without a casket almost a century earlier. In 1999, David spent 7 days sealed inside of a glass coffin under a water tank in New York City. His friend Bill Kalush initially suggested that he fake the stunt, but Blaine refused because he thought it would actually be easy.
So we got a coffin from Queens where actually Houdini was buried. I bought a coffin, we brought it back to his house, and then I would just practice sleeping in the coffin. And suddenly,
let's get to the reason why you gotta hate him. Okay, let's get exactly to why he started hating. That's what all I want to get to.
Break the record for holding one's breath. And Chris's 24-hour stunt came after Blaine's stunt where he was encased in ice for over 2 days. It is wild for Chris to compare the one time he did an endurance feat to any of David's, but he didn't stop there.
You know, just to cut to the chase, I respect David. You know, he is a creation of television and did a fantastic job doing what he does. I'm willing, and I've said this before, I think his biggest fear is me. Because I'm the real deal.
The guy who pretends he can fly and cut people in half for a
Nah. I don't know. I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate. Like a motherfucker feel like, oh yeah, I'm your biggest nightmare. You know, I'm your kryptonite type shit, and you don't even be worried about that. That's a miserable person that wants company. Yeah.
a living, who hires actors to react to it and uses heavy special effects to create the illusion, calling himself the real deal, is bold. He also claimed that David talked badly about him in the press, and I looked extremely hard to find proof of that, but I could not.
I'm willing to put everything on the line because, you know, the truth of the matter is he talked the big game in the public about me. It was on the radio and, you know, but when it came down to it, we tried to contact him to set it up. You want to know part of it. So I'm just the type of person that, you know, what I do is what I say is what I do. And I just expect people to, you know, be the same. And unfortunately, he wasn't. But anytime, you know, I'll quit my career if I lose. I'm totally serious. I mean,
anything he'll do, you'll do.
Anything he wants to do, anytime, any place.
Chris was hellbent on having some sort of trick-for-trick magic duel like they were boxers in a ring. He insisted on turning magic into a competition, and no true magic fan is sitting at home saying, my favorite magician could beat your favorite magician. It's not like sports where you keep score and crown a champion. It's about creating wonder, mystery, and letting...
Yeah, that sounds dumb. Very dumb. I don't know nobody who ever really cared about magic like that. It's like, yeah, cool, quick entertainment, but you know. Wait, hold on. That's real?
Do you have a car? And do you have a clean driving record? Did you know you could pay as low as...
Breaking news out of Washington, the House Oversight Committee just received files from the estate of Jeffrey Epstein. A Democratic spokesperson says committee Democrats are reviewing hundreds of documents handed over to the committee, and they have just released that body drawing allegedly drawn by President Trump for Epstein's 50th birthday. Here it is. The Wall Street Journal was first to report on it a few months ago, and today we're getting a first look at it.
That's when it was pubic hair.
Joining us now, staff writer.
Oh my God. I can't remember which one it was. I think it's the Tonight. Wait, is it the Tonight Show? It's one of them damn late night shows. That's just
Atlantic and MSNBC political contributor Mark Leibovich, the Bulwark senior reporter Will Sommer, host of the Bulwark podcast, and an MSNBC political analyst Tim Miller. Mark, I know you are.
Don't say nothing. They I don't know. Disneyland firework explode on highway. It's kind of fun. I mean, that's not funny. That's not funny, but it was like, damn, that's crazy, right?
Had a dream, and I saw something, and I just wanted to chase it. I love being here. I love playing for Coach Prime, and man, I'm just so blessed I got the opportunity. All I needed was that opportunity, and we got more work to do.
Martin Luther starved. That's what he said. He had a dream, right?
Had a dream, and I
this motherfucker Prime. Hey, Coach, you tripping?
Vice President officiating, and they looked at it, and according to Walt Anderson, they said it because it was.
Hey, man, the way he popped that boy, Travis, is crazy, man. Oh, that's hilarious. I mean, that's not funny. You don't condone violence, but that's funny. Oh, that's kind of funny. Oh yeah, they were calling us thugs at one point. The Young Thug situation. Yeah, go ahead and explain that to me, Club. Real fast, just quicker.
More sports, more movies, less drama. Get features that make watching.
So Young Thug had a problem. While he was in jail awaiting his RICO charge, he made a couple phone calls. Now, these phone calls have been leaked. That's his problem. Because in these phone calls, he's talking to a lot of people about a lot of things. And he believes that they're private phone calls, so he's sharing his private conversations. And think about yourself. Think about private conversations you've had in the past when you're talking to somebody really, really close to you. Some of that audio you don't want leaked out. Well, in Young Thug's case, he's talking about some very sensitive information, like he got no care in the world. Now, to go a little deeper, there's actually two aspects to Young Thug's problem. Listen to this next part closely. There are the jail leaks that we just talked about, and there's another leak. Now, why I call this two separate incidents is because they happen at separate times, okay? All the jail calls that were leaked happened when he was facing his RICO charge, okay? The other leak where he's talking to police happened way before he was arrested for a RICO charge. That's important. Now, during the jail calls, he just a little gossipy. Remember, he talking to his friends, his homies. He really think, hey, this ain't gonna get out. So he basically saying stuff like, Gucci Mane, maybe he's soft. He's saying, now, keep in mind, a lot of this stuff is clipped. And why I say that is because specifically for the Gucci Mane example, I'm telling you, the clip going around is Young Thug calls Gucci Mane soft. But honestly, there's a little more to it than that. Young Thug is more or less saying Gucci Mane was mad at somebody. Gucci Mane went to jail. Gucci Mane got out of jail and he stopped being mad at that person. Gucci Mane is soft for not being mad at that person anymore. Maybe he went to jail and turned soft. Now I bring that up not to defend Young Thug because he called him soft still, but I want you to
say the nigga just wanted to move on. He ain't want no more tension. He got a new mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he's soft. What the fuck? Okay, all right, okay.
understand that there's still more context to this stuff. It's not, he's just not straight up just coming out talking smack about people. You know what I'm saying? All that to say, most of Young Thug's jail calls are surrounding that. It's just, you know, he's been a little messy, nothing too crazy. Now, there's one call in particular that gives a little insight into Atlanta as a whole. Young Thug is speaking to his close friend 21 Savage. Young Thug is speaking about what Gunna did during the RICO trial. If you don't know what a RICO trial is, it's basically they gather up members of a group and they categorize the whole group as a criminal organization. Okay, so they pull in Gunna, they pull in Young Thug, they pull in a bunch of people. They want to label them as a criminal organization. To label them as a criminal organization, you have to have people in that organization say this is a criminal organization. Now, usually in RICO trial, police and the feds, they're just going for the person at the top. This was created for the mafia, so they can go for the mafia boss instead of like the lower level folks. In this case, it was Young Thug. So they gathered up Gunna and a bunch of people from YSL and said, look, all you need to tell us is YSL, Young Thug's record label, is a criminal organization. All of y'all walk away. Now, if every single person in YSL said this is not a criminal organization, everyone walks away. But that's not realistic, right? So the lawyers are scrambling together and saying, boy, if you don't say it's a criminal organization, Gunna said, it's a criminal organization. Gunna and multiple people in YSL said it is a criminal organization. So Young Thug's case was kicked off. So Young Thug in jail after this happens. He's talking to 21 Savage and he's saying he cannot believe Gunna did that. He's very upset. 21 Savage telling them, well, I don't think Gunna did it to hurt you. It just made sense for Gunna to do that. Young Thug says he doesn't care. It broke his heart. 21 Savage brings up a very good point. He says, well, didn't you tell your brother to do the same thing as Gunna, to say YSL is a criminal organization so we can get 0 years? Young Thug denies this, but Young Thug actually did tell his brother to do that. So it seems that Young Thug saw the reasoning as to why is this, but Young Thug actually did tell his brother to do that. So it seems that Young Thug saw the reasoning as to why somebody would say it's a criminal organization, but he just felt hurt hearing Gunna say it. He expected more loyalty from Gunna. Now, I say this because remember in the...
What the fuck? How you gonna put Move? Oh, boy. Niggas' expectations be ridiculous. So instead of...
beginning of this video, we said Young Thug basically has two problems. His jail calls were leaked, and an earlier recording of him talking to police were leaked. Well, people are basically saying, look, you're upset at Gunna for talking to police. Everybody was calling him a snitch. Young Thug, you calling him a snitch. But you was talking to police too. What's going on? Now, let's figure out what's going on together, because here's where things start to get wicked. Now, first things first, Young Thug's conversation with police is way before this RICO situation. This conversation is taking place because Lil Wayne's tour bus had just recently been shot up by a man named Pee Wee Roscoe. Basically, police were trying to connect some dots, okay? So they bring in Young Thug and they tell him, Young Thug,
where the fuck did you get these two motherfuckers? What? Where'd you get these little jockeys, you know? Like, I don't know, no cloud that smile like that. That's crazy.
Tugga, as some may refer you as. You don't need to talk to us. They stress to Tugga that he does not need to speak to them. They stress this because they don't want all this information they have to be locked down later by a lawyer saying Young Thug didn't have his lawyer present, all that. So they tell him, you don't have to speak to us. Young Thug says, they say, you really don't have to speak to us. They say it like 5 times. I'm telling you. Young Thug says, no, I want to. And this is when people say, oh, there you go, Young Thug. You could have just got your lawyer. You could have just walked out, which Young Thug absolutely should have done. Because side note, police brought him in because his name, Young Thug's name, was connected to Pee Wee Roscoe, Lil Wayne, to the whole shooting situation. They already booked Pee Wee Roscoe. They already had evidence against Pee Wee Roscoe. They just wanted to see if they can get Young Thug too. The police kicked things off by being real cool, you know? Our officer goes, man, I listen to your music. Thug goes, really? He says, yeah, man, you want some food? You hungry? Thug goes, yeah, I can use some food. He said, get my boy some food. That's Thugger. Nah, but seriously though, you know Pee Wee Roscoe? Thug goes, I mean, they said, write that down. Thug said, officer said, oh, don't worry about that. That's just a formality. And therein lies the issue. You see, the problem with Young Thug speaking to police and people speaking to police without lawyers present is because you don't know what the police are looking for. At this point, the police seem to be looking for a general front.
Nah. So, go to the story. Thug out here calling people rats, and he a rat. I mean, that's what I get from the story. You know what I'm saying? Then then you mad at Gunna for taking a plea that you told your brother to take the same plea. It's a bunch of hypocrites out here in this gang life that you niggas want to continue to live. Yeah. I pray for y'all, man. Y'all get it together, dog. All right. So like I said, let's move on. Sports. So let me see. I could have sworn I saw something like that. Oh yeah, that's right. Maya Moore. So, of course, you know, women's basketball or WNBA, that shit trash, right? Just due to the fact, you know, it's not promoted as well, right? But Maya Moore, one of the greatest players ever in women's basketball. I don't even think it's really close. You know what I mean? Like, of course, you got, you know, you Simone Augustus. You know, you got your Diana, what is it? Taurasi. I think that's her name. Well, how you say her last name. But it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of players that's come through the league, but Maya Moore stood the fuck out. Like, it was crazy. But damn, I got to watch her play, and that shit was great. Her and Candace Parker. Yeah. Didn't get to watch Lisa Leslie as much, but yeah, seeing them two girls right there. I mean, they made it worth watching. I'm gonna just say that, because these girls today, like Paige is good. I like watching Paige. I like her game. You know what I mean? I want to like Caitlin Clark so bad. I do. I don't know. I just felt like she was forced on me to watch her. That disgusts me. Like, let a player be, you know, create her own story, be great on her own. Like, when the media get a hold of it, and then it's just like consistent. Like, I don't like Angel Reese either, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know, because it's like, it was the same thing with Odell. Like, you got the talent, just play the fucking sport. Just focus on the sport. You know what I mean? Yes, you're human. I get that. I understand. But I really don't give a fuck. We don't know you for other shit. We know you for basketball. So play basketball. Okay? Like, that's the only thing I can really say about Angel Reese. Stop focusing on other shit. Play the fucking sport. Play the sport that got you here. You know what I'm saying? All the drama, all the little T shit. and then the podcast and all that shit. You're not even focused on basketball for real. Toss them. I need more. We need more talent. Start with yourself, you know, and then start branching out to other people. Cause boy, that shit's aggravating. I'll be honest, that shit's aggravating. She talked so much shit. I need playoff wins, you know, playoff visit. Okay. Well, get me out of here. RDC was cracking. It does though. Hello. That just say Casa not this. That's fucking hilarious. No one has ever said that. That's funny as fuck, but nobody's ever said that. I really hate these niggas. These motherfuckers are stupid, bro. Oh my god. Let me see. I'm gonna drop the Michael Jackson. That's crazy. Oh yeah, the lady who went to yelling at the dad for getting his son a baseball at the damn baseball game. Yeah, these Karens getting out of hand too. Like, if it ain't your business, mind yours. You know, mind your business. Ooh, wagyu chop cheese. Who it is? Hold up, cause that's not Ak. That's not Ak. Good, nah, this feel, this, it's not the same. Nah, I don't like stuff like that. You hear me? I don't really like stuff like that, bro. What's going on here? That's later. Oh yeah, in the comeback, the Buffalo Bills came back on the Ravens. That was crazy. That was crazy to be up 15 and then just lose like that. But I've always said Ravens defense is not the same. Because when they shut down an offense, they do it the entire game from start to finish. Like these boys kept like they've been folding for some time now, you know. Universal execs talk. Possible 6th world at Epic Universe. I haven't really heard anything good about Epic, so why are they making an extra world? But forget that. What is it? Hush. Okay. Maya Moore. Damn. Okay. One of the goats. How do I reopen that bit? Hold on. Reopen. There we go. Okay. So where is that? Week 2, right? College football season. Week 3. No, we're in week 3. Damn, already? All right. So on 9/11, we got NC State and Wake Forest. Okay. $24 for the game. That's not bad. But yeah, NC State versus Wake Forest. That's not really a good game, so I'm not even going. Okay. Syracuse versus Colgate. Tickets as low as $3. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get to Saturday. Let's stop wasting time. All right. Oregon got a K game. Clemson can lose to Georgia Tech. If they don't, you know, no surprise, but Georgia Tech ain't nothing to sleep on, so I'm still getting Clemson to win by like a touchdown or 2. Oklahoma versus Temple. Oklahoma. Alabama versus Wisconsin. See, here's the problem. I don't know who to pick. Bama's my team, and I don't know who to pick. I'm gonna go with Bama, but not as confident. Central Michigan versus Michigan. Michigan has to Michigan has to they gotta redeem themselves, but this don't count. Hopefully the freshman Bryce Underwood do pretty good, you know what I'm saying? I think isn't he like the only really like top tier freshman that's like playing right now, quarterback? Everybody else letting these boys sit down. Okay, finally we got a game. Georgia versus Tennessee. That's a goodie. Oh man. I think Kirby can get it done. I think Kirby get it done. I'm definitely tuning into that. That's a goodie right there. Okay. What else is a good game? Okay, Miami, USF. Okay. I'm gonna go with Miami, of course, but I want to see USF put up a fight again. Nah, I'm missing that. I'm sorry. Nah, I'm missing. I'm gonna catch that game. My phone. But damn. Pitbull Stadium. Oh, that is. I forgot he did that. I forgot he did that. LSU versus the Gators. Okay. All right. I got LSU, of course. Texas A&M and Notre Dame. Can Texas A&M pull off an upset? I think so. I think so. Texas A&M. Okay. Okay. But wait, hold on. If Notre Dame lost to Miami the first week, how the fuck they only at 8? You would think they'd drop a little bit further. It's fucking weird. That's weird. Hold on. I see it's not in my not in my screen. Is it? Yeah, it is. Right there. Why is it that Notre Dame is ranked number 8? That doesn't even make sense. Y'all be cheating, boy. I don't know how you do it, but y'all be cheating. What else? South Carolina and Vanderbilt. Cause these didn't wasn't it these two schools that beat us last year? I'm not sure. I could be tripping. South Carolina to win. Yeah. Yeah. Was Sellers throwing it to what is it, Nick Harbor? Yeah. Yeah, looks pretty good. Okay, cool. We got some decent games this Saturday. It's pretty cool. NFL. I really want to go over that. Nah, I go over that with my brothers. Yeah. But tonight, is JJ McCarthy is he starting? A seafood boil with saweetie. I know my folks will go crazy about that. Wait, crispy pork bit. Okay, that's a different video for a different day. To be honest with you, bro, like that running back shit, I don't think that's just a walk in the park. You don't just start off cooking, nigga. Is this the dude who was oh, let's get this right.
Okay. So I'm sorry, and I'm trying to come back home.
Oh, this one. So what exactly is? Hold on, because I mean, yeah, but it passing is crazy. What? Yeah, prayers for him and his family, cause dog, the biggest what if? What you saying?
Our advanced technology finds your lowest rate from multiple carriers in real time, 100% online.
Niggas making fun of this shit. Like, niggas used to make fun of this streaming shit. Niggas used to be like, oh, what if this shit don't work out? Nah, nigga got 3 cars, bro. What if this shit don't work out? What you mean if this shit don't work out? Nigga got 3 cars now. Nigga finna buy his mama a whole house now.
Like, it's a great feeling, like, waking up, not having to worry about, like financial circumstances. I feel like that's one of the most, like, slept on, like, freedoms.
Are you at a place now where you're able to help your family out? And
Oh yeah, that was my priority from jump. Like before I even like started like buying like designer or like cars and jewelry, I had to buy my mom a house first.
Wow, so you put your mom up in the crib. That's
You feel me? I used to say like a lot. That shit was bad. Why do y'all do this to me? Okay? Why do y'all do this here? All right? If this reach you, God is trying to get you into. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Soon as I get on what is it, Twitter? Yeah, I think every 2-3 slides, Jesus in it. To me, that's dope, because then that just mean I'm covered. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo, Chef,
Or
what can I get for you, Ken?
Yo,
Get a Wagyu chop cheese and a
like,
vegetarian
you know,
chop cheese.
God always round, you know. Now, when them little bad spirits come around, and you know, every now and then, you got to deal with them bitches face to face. Can't keep running from them, bro. For real, can't keep running from them. Just go ahead and sit there, deal with that motherfucker, push through it. You know what I'm saying? Definitely talk to people though. You feel me? Because that's the only way you're gonna get through it. For real. Motherfuckers who I never would have thought was going through the same shit I was going through. Was actually going through the same shit. And I spoke to him, so you know, closed mouth don't get fed. Positivity. Okay.
I'm gonna show you how to make breakfast burritos with Raising Cane's sauce.
Leave me alone. Because Raising Cane's is not like that. Okay. Barnacles. That looks sauced up. Sauced up. But I can't eat that, so I'm not watching.
This guy is cleaning barnacles off the bumpers of a ship, but look closely. The ones he's scraping off have an orange strip hanging underneath, kind of like a sea cucumber. Normally, the barnacles you see on ship hulls are all hard shell. Even if you scrape them off, they just leave behind the base stuck to the surface. No strip at all. Those are called acorn barnacles. They glue themselves tightly to surfaces, and you can often see them on sea turtles or whales. On whales, they even dig into the skin, which is really painful for the animal. That's why whales sometimes leap out of the water, trying to smash. But the ones with the orange strip
I didn't
called
know that.
gooseneck barnacles. They usually attach to floating objects, and they're much easier to scrape off. Some types are even considered a delicacy. Tasty, but really expensive. And then there's a really creepy kind. A barnacle that lives inside crabs. It doesn't have a shell, but it can control the crab's body like a parrot. This guy is cleaning barnacles.
Hell no. Shit. Oh, fuck. Yeah, we really fucked the planet up with this one. The animals are smaller. The climate is changing. It's all due to men. All due to men. I don't give a damn what you talking about. We have completely fucked this planet up. And no, I'm not one of them crybaby ass PETA people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them people, but I'm realistic. Okay? Can you be realistic? Man, fuck up everything. That's just how I go. Especially like when it come down to like just bothering animals in their habitat, right? I mean, like, okay, cool. You wanna live in the fucking you know, where it's nice and mountains and all that shit. Okay. Cool. You wanna live there, that's fine. But it's the hunting shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, give these motherfucking animals a break, dog. Okay, you got your little, y'all already do, what is it called? Taxidermy? Wait, what is it called? Okay, I'm gonna just describe what it is because I can't think of the word right now. But y'all motherfuckers kill animals and stuff them up with, like, you know, you stuff them up and then put them in your house. Okay, that shit's weird, right? A lot of y'all do it, you know what I'm saying? No judgment, but I think it's weird, you know? And then you guys make like coats and pants and shit, you know. You know, humans, you know, we gotta wear clothes. It's just the fact that we just overtake. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's normal. Like, you know, animals gotta kill animals. That's normal. You feel me? But I doubt that they overtake. You know what I mean? I don't know. This world is scary right now. You dig? This world is scary because who the fuck is Kaya Sanat? What the fuck is going on?
Dinner is served. Oh, don't you worry. I'm here to spice it up and you guys are gonna love it. Poppin'! Can't be that good.
That's hilarious. But who are you, lady? Don't tell me. Wait, is this really his sister? What's going on? I'm very fucking confused. I'm very confused. Oh, it is. That's okay. All right. I got a question. So if you take so if you put your sibling on, that's still technically nepotism, right? Right? Okay, yeah. I'm right. I think I'm right. But nah, man, that's big, dog. Shit, congratulations to her. But she's a cook. She's even better. Duties. It's beautiful, man. All right, yo. Adult Swim. Lil Daddy. What the fuck? 20 women. This is nah. First R&B artist. Wait, cause I ain't gonna lie, I was very amped when he signed Glow. Oh my god, it was lit. But yeah, before I get off this thing, man, majority of the videos that I watch, bro, it just showed that like a lot of people were consistent in what they wanted to do, and they became what they wanted to become. My thing is just stay focused on the goal, continue to work, and then once it come here, you know, it's just a blink of an eye. You know what I'm saying? So dream, focus on it, do it. That's just my speech, man. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for chilling with CuZo. Peace.